So good morning, sir. Good morning, Mr. Sampson. It's a pleasure having you here today. So I'll be hearing your say on the current happening in Nigeria and also across Africa. So firstly, sir, Africa is now in the state of revolutionary as Gabon also wants to go into full military coup. Now, should Nigeria also be worried about these antics going around Africa, just like the Niger Republic that we saw last month and 2 months ago, embarking on military coup?
Thank you for having me. You see, I think that's what we are, what we're experiencing as of today in Africa, and I think it has to do with, um, I think this now the repercussion, okay, as a result of bad leadership, formulated bad leadership over the years. I think this new generation, these Gen Zs and the millennials who are tech savvy, all right, because they are tech savvy, they have quick access to informations, and information defines your knowledge. Information defines your decision making and even your resolution. I think the access to internet has opened and has helped Africans to see that African can actually be better. All right. Now, Gabon over the night has gone into a coup. Now, for those who don't know, Gabon has been under a one-man family rule since the 1960s. The president, Ali Bongo, inherited that seat from his father. Okay? And I think that is not democracy. Yes, they are independent, but that is not democracy. I will call that imperialism. Should Nigeria be worried? Yes, I think we should be worried. But looking at the patterns going on, we can see that most of the francophone countries, these are French-speaking countries, are the one. The French-speaking countries are the one right now suffering from this. Though they are bloodless, but they are suffering what we call military coup. Just a few months ago, we heard about what happened in Niger State. In Niger Republic, and now again in Gabon. All right. So I think we are still going to see more places like Cameroon. I think Cameroon also, because the person Paul Biya has been on that throne for nothing less than 40 years. I don't know why the French countries, or should I say the French-speaking countries, allow such aberration to survive in their state. Nigeria should be worried, but I don't think our coup will be as a result of long tenure on that throne. All right, yeah, we should be worried, but I am sure that we have experienced our coup in the past. All right, I'm sure that we have experienced our coup in the past. So the point is, we should be worried, and I think this is a call for all African leaders to rise up to their responsibility on providing the real dividends of democracy, of independence after colonization.
So in all of this, where do you think the ECOWAS stands?
Well, Gabon does not belong to the West Africa. Okay, Gabon is a Central African state. So I think the Central African organization will deal with that. However, as neighboring countries, we can comment, but we cannot necessarily intervene. Those organizations that have every right to intervene is the Central Africa organization and then the African Union. All right, but I think this is a shame to African leaders as a whole. They shouldn't blame the African citizens, because the African citizens now are now well informed. Take for instance, you have been in Nigeria for 20 years, 30 years, trying to be hardworking, and then luckily maybe a friend of yours got visa and then traveled out. travel to maybe USA or UK. In 1 year, this person has achieved what you have always wanted to achieve. And because of your access to phone and internet, you can see what is happening. You can see that America is thriving due to the resources that they are tapping from Africa. So why won't you question your leaders? You will question your leaders. So I think our leaders, they need to rise and to their responsibility. That's my take on that.
So thank you for that, Mr. Sampson. So secondly, here in Nigeria, the Niger state government pleaded to federal government to convert and have a round table with bandits. We are now in 2023. Do you think Nigeria should continue to embark on conversing and pleading to bandits?
In Niger State, I think the governor there is confused and is a saboteur. You
only wants to secure his people.
He only wants to secure his
people are safe.
Well, like they said the biggest price for peace is war. That's the biggest price. But if you want peace, you must be ready for war. These guys brought war to your doorstep. They took away over 40 Nigerian soldiers, and all you can provide is to go into negotiation with the killers. I think that will embolden them further. Now, if we are students of history, I think we should understand that we've tried negotiation with all these bandits. We tried giving them amnesty. We tried demilitarizing them when they were captured in northeast in Borno. Some of them were negotiated with in Kaduna, but we saw what they did. We saw that they would probably give us a rest of probably 6 months, and then they strike again. Okay, so I think it's a no-no for me, and I think Bago is going the wrong direction. Well, I'm happy the chief of army staff, which is Lagbaja, he will not listen to such advice, because to me that advice is from the hell of, and it's from the room of foolishness. Those guys are out there to kill, destroy. They are not ready to negotiate. All they're after is money. When they kidnap, they collect money. So we should be determined. All right, because when we negotiate with them, we have only encouraged other people to also rise up to take arms. Because what they will say is, after all, when we get caught, they will not kill us, they will negotiate with us, and then other people will pick up guns, and then the cycle continues. And we will now find ourselves in a vicious cycle. Those guys, they need to be met with stringent forces. We need to strike them down, flush them out. I understand Niger is a very big state. Between two local governments, you can actually travel. It's just like you going from Ikeja to Ogba. Between Niger, you can travel. Let's take for instance, you traveling from Ikeja to Ogba. Within Niger, you can be in the bus for 2 hours. That is how big that state is. That state is as big as, I think it's as big as Netherlands. So we must understand that we have vast arable land that must be cultivated. So we shouldn't surrender to these bandits. Instead, what I think Bago should be preferring is digital solutions, satellite surveillance. All right, let us go in collaboration with the local vigilantes. Let us, empower the forces. This is what Zulum is doing in Borno. This is what Zulum is doing in Borno. So, a Bago saying that he wants to go into negotiation, I think that will be the gravest of steps and mistakes it will ever take. Because if it does that, then we might find ourselves with handful numbers and factions of bandits, because they will just split out, and then we'll have series of them, because they will understand that all that will happen at the end of the day is negotiation, and they want to bank on that. So I think it's a no-no for me. The Nigerian army should strike them, find them, and then flush them out.
So I believe the federal government would not submit to this negotiation, because negotiation. No. Negotiation has failed. Negotiation has failed, and I don't think the federal government will listen to the state governor advice.
Thank you very much.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time, sir. So that's all from Mr. Adekwa. Please subscribe to our channel if you love our content. Subscribe to our channel. Support our content. Please like, share, and what? Turn on your notification bell so as to get a update every day as we give you the information going in Nigeria, Africa, and the world as a whole. Thank you once again. See you tomorrow. Bye.